Painful lessons in GP Kyoto. Welcome in. Much love. Trav here. Have a bunch of love for all of you. Appreciate you. Everybody who's come up and said what's up at the GP. Those of you who tune into the videos, welcome in. Much love. Trav here. Could be a great video. Got a lot to share with you today. Hope you're okay with the image. The internet isn't the greatest in Japan, and this makes it a lot easier for me to upload it on time so I can share these juicy, valuable lessons for you immediately. Okay, so learning is often painful. I scrubbed out. I missed day 2. Not the first time I've missed day 2. Won't be the last time I miss day 2 either. And I'm not saying too high. I'm not saying too low when things go or things don't go. So, I don't need the condolences. It's okay. It's something that happens when you play Magic competitively. You've been there, and in life. And the key is, I'm sorry if you can't get up and keep going, right? But if you fall down, I'm not sorry. That's whatever. Okay. All right. Well, there's a lot of lessons to learn, and I'm going to go through the decks and get into some nuanced Magic discussion, seal deck discussion in the comments. But let's start off with the big picture here. It's painful to learn. Painful lessons, it's not, if you don't notice, you don't change. You only really change when it's painful, you only really change your ways, whether that's health, whether that's Magic, when you'd really take an L. So if I had squeaked into day 2 at 6-3-7-2, I might not have noticed the mistakes that I made, right? Okay, painful lessons. Here's one thing. Okay, let me just drop a painful lesson on you guys, and I'll share some painful lessons for me. A lot of people come up and talk to me at GPs, and that's cool. I love that. I like to sign things. I like to take pictures and stuff. That's cool. But there's a lot of people who have a give energy, and there's a lot of people who have a take energy. A give energy is like, yo, man, I love your work. Keep doing it. Appreciate you. And, maybe, can I get a picture of whatever? Hey, thanks. Keep going. Take care. A take energy is like, yo, what's your record? Okay, that's good or that's bad. Hey, where are you from? Okay, are you, right, taking is just like taking, take, ask, give me, right? So if you want to have, and when people do that, I just want to get away. It's just human nature. So if you want to have a good interaction with me at a GP painful lesson, give to me. Just give energy. Say, hey, appreciate what you do. And that's all you got to do. And I'll take a pic or sign something if you want. But there's a painful lesson for you. Painful lesson for pro Magic. And I'm going to go more in depth in this later. But there's a lot of issues with pro Magic. One is there isn't the most money in it. Another is the locations are mostly all in the U.S. next year. So you're not getting paid a lot. You're also not traveling a lot. Another issue is very high variance. And I saw, you have results like this. And I saw there were some good-ass pros who are falling off the tour. They're not hitting gold. And they tried. I've seen these guys at GPs all year. It's just random, So these events, for me, a couple things. For one, I always feel like, wow, I got so lucky to be in this position. And I won't be in this position forever on the Pro Tour, right? I got very lucky to be here. I can point to a few top decks that made all the difference. And there's an alternate reality where I just did not get there. Pro Magic for me, it's not plan A. It's also not plan B. It's just something I'm doing that's diversionary. Magic's a big part of my life. I'll never quit Magic. I love this game. It's super fun. But Pro Magic is not my calling. It's just something that kind of happened because I played the game a lot. I went to a couple tournaments and spiked it. And it's been a goal. It's been bucket list goals and so on. And it's been an awesome lifestyle, and I want to milk it and keep going with it. But plan A is really YouTube. Plan A is really share things I learn, share useful stuff that helps people about fitness, about life, about business, and about games, Magic competition, winning here and there. So that's one thing I was really thinking about when I picked up my third loss, is like watching these guys talk about whether they're going to be on the tour next year or not, and me thinking like, well, it doesn't make a huge I will be. I don't know about in 2 years. I'm going to try this opportunity. I'm going to try hard. I got an ambulance coming by here. let this shit pass, bruh. But okay, painful lesson, painful lessons is the theme of this. That ambulance is kind of distracting. Pretty cool to be out here in Japan. Yo, leave a comment. Where are you listening to this? On your phone? On your computer? You in bed? You're going for a run? You're working out? What are you doing? I encourage you to get out and walk. A lot of people say, Trav, why don't you hold the camera still? Or record in your basement with your audio on, like some of these other YouTubers, so the audio is better. I don't give a fuck. I walk because I want y'all to walk, right? I want to make a difference. Don't know why this ambulance is still going on. Okay, painful lessons. I had some more. Shall we get into the nuanced magic stuff? Okay, let's do that. So this isn't the deck I played. It's one of the decks I should have played. Yo, hot videos coming on my Travis Wu channel and on my How to Internet Better channel. Some of y'all are subscribed to that. Here's Japan. Here's the deck that I played. I played this deck, so it was a pretty solid deck, and I liked the build. I thought I was off by maybe 1 or 2 cards. My play was pretty good also. There's one hand I kept that I should have mulliganed, although other people said it was a keep. Maybe I should have played my lands different. Most people said the lands were correct, and there's one game where I took the wrong line. I should have traded earlier. And then there's probably some other small mistakes that I missed, right? But overall, I played at least average, if not above average. You know, just that's Magic. It's a percentage game. And I feel sharp. I feel good. My fitness plan worked. A little bit jet lag, just a little head cold. But I got immediately adjusted. Got a video coming on how I did that, excuse me. And what ended up happening with this deck, I just went into red-white. The rare angel pulled me in, was going to play the Glorybringer, red removal. And I lost some close games. But, I mean, this isn't me complaining, but I ran very poorly in this tournament. You know, overall it's just average. But I ran very poorly. And that was an obstacle for a couple reasons because Magic's a very hard game. You don't know. You know, I had a game where I had started with a mountain, 3 plains, and a Glorybringer, and I drew 4 more plains, had 7 plains and a mountain, and a Glorybringer in hand. And people were telling me 8-8 is probably right for this deck. You know, maybe 9-8, but it's at least very close, right? So when that happens, you don't know. It's obviously you got kind of fucked, but you don't know for sure whether you did something wrong. And also, it was a real diversion for me because I had a lot of games like that. I only cast the Glorybringer once, and that was the game. I drew it another time, never hit my 5th land, and I had a lot of games where I kept like 4 spells and 3 lands and drew drew like 7 lands and 1 more spell. I had a lot of games like that. That said, hang on. I know some of you are like, you're making excuses. You're complaining about mana. Again, I don't have, that's just, you know, that will happen sometimes. And I've been on the receiving end of a lot of good wind this year, right? But that was an obstacle for me because it was diversionary. I was more focused on that and more focused on the minor things, like should it be the mountain, should it be the plains, until like, once I realized like, yo, I'm just losing every round to not even good draws. My draws were poor. My opponent's draws were not exceptionally good. Only a couple rares were played against me. But it's like, hang on, wait a minute. Is it possible that that I did something way wrong here? A big picture. I was too caught up in the small detail of, should I have played this extra land? Or maybe was this a mulligan? This is very close, right? And the big issue is I built the wrong deck. That's the painful lesson here. So I'll show you what I should have built. And shout out to Andrea Mangucci. He came up with the theme of this. Shout out to Simon Nielsen, was just sitting with these guys building the better draft deck. So in Magic, yeah, you're going to get random variants. But you can build your deck in such a way that you win from 3 lands. You can build your deck in a way that you win from 10 lands. Here's a deck that gets to play an extra land, gets to play a few cycling cards, and it has a better chance of winning from only 10 lands or 10 lands and a couple spells because the spell quality is higher. So yeah, you're gonna get screwed sometimes in terms of spells that you draw or your configuration of draw. But hey, how's it going? I don't understand. Should I go here? Okay. Right. Okay. Some Japanese security guard. I'm right by the site walking around. Okay. Anyways, you can build your deck in a way such that you withstand random bad luck, and I think this deck would have had a much better way to do it. The card quality is a little bit higher. The mana requirements are a little bit easier. There's more card advantage, so you can do more with less, and there's a little more synergy. The creature quality is a little bit higher. I don't have the rare angel, but Dreamstealer is actually probably better. The rare angel really didn't impress me. Got killed all the time. People sniped it out of the air, and it was bad. So I probably should have done this one instead. Alternatively, Simon said to do this one. Oh, it's kind of disorienting that it's sideways. This one has a bunch of ramp and can splash the red burn, and is a very high individual card power, Sifter Worm, Scaled Behemoth, etc., and some strong ramp stuff. I probably would have gone with the red-black. Some of y'all may have gone with the Jund, but I think that either of these is going to be better than what I ultimately did. And it took me too long to figure out because I ran so poorly. You know, if I had had good draws and still lost, I would have come to this conclusion sooner. But I guess what I should do in the next time is lay out a couple things. Like I haven't taken it too hard again. I've missed before. I'll miss again. But spend more time on the big picture stuff. Like for one, zooming out from should it be Inno-Catcher's Name or Sandblast? Should it be like red-white or black-red? That's more big picture. I didn't spend enough time on that, and that would have made all the difference. And the other thing is zoom out even further, even bigger picture. Should pro Magic be my plan A? No, it's never been. It's something that I do, but it's I've lucked into it. I appreciate that. It's pretty incredible. You know, it's been a goal, and I manifested it, but it's more of a vehicle than an endpoint. You know, I want to have 1 million subscribers and share really useful stuff and travel around with or without Magic and train people, do fitness. And, you know, I'm doing all that. And Magic will kind of tide me over. It's been my launching pad, my vehicle. So watch that happen. Promise you it will. And I appreciate all of you. Again, you come up to me at a tournament, bring me energy rather than asking to take it from me. Right? I appreciate that. Painful lessons. And I'm going to bounce back and go for it at the Pro Tour next week. And I really wanted to draft tomorrow. I missed the second day so that I could practice. But maybe this way I'll be able to I'll be able to come to the site and watch everyone draft. And maybe I'll be able to learn more that way. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to watch more and learn more than I would have. I definitely would have learned a lot playing, but I think I'll learn a lot by watching people, and that can make it a net positive. And now I have this video for you also. So I hope you appreciate that. Again, let me know which one you would have played. Let me know how you're digesting this content. And make sure to check me out on my other channels. I've got big things coming. Make sure to come along for the journey, the Pro Tour journey for the next year. I can't project 2 years out, but it's going to be a fun year. Going to go to some cool locations. We'll be back in Europe in February. Probably stay around the U.S. and hopefully back to Mexico in the fall or summer or whatever. So pretty stoked on that. Appreciate you all once again. And now you have this. So much love and speak soon.